got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Right there. Hey, check that. Street. Ready, right?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's second and 10.
Go check. Check, Panthers. Hey.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now Lamar changing the look. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. That's Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. Marquise Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. You look at this Carolina defense, and they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Smash, smash. Street, street. Check, contact. Go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Get it. Go, Reed, go. Check smash, check smash.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Now Richardson going to shift things up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Oliver. Touchdown, Vikings. From 21 yards away. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And look at those defense for the Vikings. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
No, we changed it.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they were trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
See, man. I'm going to go. Hey, report. Report.
Now it's Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it looked like he marched to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that would be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
10-7 our score after one, right here on EA Sports. Second and 10.
Three.
Here's Richardson to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Here we go. Quiet. Go.
Now a handoff as they run left side to the 43, second down. The Vikings at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Check smash. Panther Street. Trap 60. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
19 Tiger. Ready.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Richardson. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point attempt to come here. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let go. Go right here.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to air one out. Oh, that is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Brown. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Jackson going to change things up a bit.
No, we changed it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort, so maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go now. 65 cat, 65 cat. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Richardson to the air on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt. Go.
Richardson looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
7 Pirates.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
On first down, Richardson. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Get it. Street. 19 lights. Ready.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go, check. Go, check.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Vikings 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Oh, what a move. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they're going to speed things up here.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Now Jackson on second down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force a punting situation here.
4th down, here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Jackson now. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Oliver. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Yeah, Richardson yet again. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo, 79 yards. And the Panthers had 6 to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Vikings 22.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at 32-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Dragon 60. 18, Rattler. 18, Pioneer. Hey.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Come on. Jack, hurt.
Now Richardson. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's got Mingo. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Play action. Now Jackson. Being chased. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Brown. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the 1st. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Okay, ready? Trap 60, trap 60. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready?
Richardson out of the shotgun. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Let's go now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Richardson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Go.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Pass to 60, pass to 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
To try here for the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. And he will be taken down, but there is a penalty marker on the field, and it's in the backfield. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action now. Jackson steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Jackson options out left. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Buying time to his left. They shakes him off. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Richardson. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Richardson. This is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
They'll run with Dobbins. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They'll try the left side. It's Bates. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he'll be out of bounds just 3 yards shy of the end zone. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Carolina, they climb back to 5.